On today's That Park Place News Countdown, you won't believe who Disney just donated to. The Stranger Things prequel announces its cast. James Gunn confirms who's surviving the DC reboot. Disney parks bring back a classic, and someone's renting out Shreks Swamp for real life. All that on That Park Place. Welcome to That Park Place, where we like to go through entertainment, video games, and theme parks here in one little nice digestible package. We have my usual co-host. Oh, wait, no, he's not my usual co-host. My usual co-host is Dash Sky. Instead, we have a flaming table here to talk about the news with us. Tommy Tables, how you doing, buddy?
I would like to comment that I'm on fire. Thank you very much, Jonas.
Did I call you a flaming table?
It's all good. You know, winter's coming, and I was remiss in chopping up enough firewood. So obviously, you know, the next best thing is to immolate yourself.
Wait, now, I didn't watch Game of Thrones, but I do understand that winter was coming, but didn't winter come by the end of that?
I think it got stabbed in the eye by a dagger very quickly, and in a way that was very self-defeating, and then it moved on subsequently to spring.
Well, thank you for the update on that. Now let's move on to all the news that should be fun.
Number 1.
Hello, this is Jonas J. Campbell from That Park Place. Turns out I don't actually get to record stories for this channel very much. I'm hoping to fix that starting today. With a story out of the Disney Parks blog, Disney themselves. It's Tajiana and Cora Brown saying Disney announces new $1.5 million donation to causes making a difference in Florida. Basically, they're saying they're giving $1.5 million to the state of Florida, different charities in the state of Florida, to try to improve the environment there. Here's the thing that's fascinating, though. To start out, it says all of the Disney grant recipients are doing amazing work for our community, from establishing strong education and workforce development programs to supporting the arts, combating homelessness and hunger, and more. Here's a little bit more about them and their missions. In this list, if you were to just guess what kind of charities Disney would give to, most of this list would be what you would expect. But there's a couple of things that are surprising. First of all, there is only one charity on here that represents LGBTQ causes, at least explicitly, and that would be Zebra Coalition, supporting and inspiring LGBTQ youth. What's also interesting to me is right up here near the top is Christian Service Center, preventing homelessness, combating poverty, cultivating self-sufficiency, and restoring hope. As you can see, this seems to be a well-rounded list of charities with no particular ideological bent, in fact, kind of spanning both sides of the aisle here. So it's one of those rare instances where we get to report on something good from the Disney company. But what do you think? Is this genuinely Bob Iger quieting the noise in the culture wars? Or is this just a Tuesday and it's a brief break before we hear about the new identity issues of a preschool character? Your comments are appreciated.
Number 2.
Hey folks, it is CC once more for That Park Place, and today's story was inspired by a Variety article titled Stranger Things Play Casts Young Hopper, Joyce, Henry Creel, and more. This is by Sophia Scorizelio. So it turns out that fans of the hit series Stranger Things are in for a unique treat, as the upcoming London stage production, Stranger Things: The First Shadow, has recently unveiled its star-studded cast. The play itself is set as a prequel to the Duffer Brothers' iconic series, and it has a surprising twist for fans that were eagerly awaiting the 5th and final season. Currently, everything's on hold due to the SAG-AFTRA strikes, but that should be resolved shortly. As mentioned before, the cast features all the beloved characters like young Hopper, Joyce, Dr. Brenner, and Henry Creel. The Duffer Brothers, creators of Stranger Things, have actually expressed their excitement for a stage adaptation prequel. They were describing the cast as nothing short of phenomenal. Most impressively is Stranger Things: The First Shadow is set to open on December 14th, 2023, so just a couple of months away at this point. It's going to be at London's Phoenix Theatre, giving fans a chance to delve into the early days of their favorite characters and explore a few intriguing new ones. So for our European friends and our more well-traveled viewers, is this the show that you were hoping to see in the West End when it opens? Let us know in the comment section down below.
Number 3.
Hi everybody, Tommy Tables here, and look, up in the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a brand new DC Cinematic Universe. I know. Ew. Oh, yes, that's right. We're talking about the new DCU, the brainchild of James Gunn and his co-partner Peter Safran. This is supposed to be a fresh start for the DC cinematic universe. James Gunn has recently come out and said that a number of the actors are going to be sticking around for his new one. And that includes John Cena as Peacemaker, Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, and Xolo Maridueña as the Blue Beetle, fresh off of that bomb. Anyway, let us know your thoughts down below. Do you think this helps or hurts the new DCU? Are you interested in seeing it? Are you still planning on supporting James Gunn and Peter Safran in their endeavor? Drop us a comment.
Number 4.
Hello, I'm Lorena of the Lorena Creole YouTube channel, keeping it real when it comes to theme parks. And speaking of keeping it real, it turns out that boat transportation from the Contemporary Resort over to the Wilderness Lodge and over to the Fort Wilderness Resort and back is coming back. Coming to us courtesy of wdwmagic.com, watercraft transportation is returning to Bay Lake at Walt Disney World, connecting Disney's Contemporary Resort, Disney's Wilderness Lodge, and Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. Boats following the blue route, identified by their blue signature flags, are scheduled to resume afternoon and evening services from October 1st, 2023. The blue route has been unavailable since the pandemic closure of Walt Disney World in 2020. Now, for me, one of the best things to do at the Walt Disney World Resort that does not cost you extra, so to speak, is to take a wonderful boat ride over from the Contemporary over to the Wilderness Lodge and even over to the Fort Wilderness Resort, especially at Christmas time. It's such a wonderful, fun, relaxing thing to do. So let us know in the comments, are you excited for this boat service to be returning back to Walt Disney World?
Number 5.
Hello there, Vash Sky here with another story. This one comes from Discussing Film, interestingly enough. Shreks Swamp is now available on Airbnb. I wouldn't have believed you if you would have told me, but according to these pictures anyway, and according to this listing here on Airbnb itself, Shreks Swamp is available to stay in. And honestly, I mean, it looks absolutely divine. I can see a couple of Lord of the Rings fans actually getting kind of excited for this. It seems very, very well done, very, very well themed. Honestly, the thought of staying in a place based around an IP to theme to this extent, I think is a very attractive one. Even though the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser wasn't necessarily a hit, things like this, highly themed like this, well, I think it shows there is a market no matter what the IP or franchise being used, as long as the execution is high enough. Would you be staying here? Let us know in the comment below.
Well, that's the end of another news day here on That Park Place. Tommy, so you said that they are bringing back Peacemaker with John Cena, Amanda Waller, so that would be Viola Davis, and also Blue Beetle, which is Xolo. Forgive me, I'm not going to pronounce that name well.
Yeah.
He has to get at least one more big movie in before I pronounce his name well.
That was tough. And I would also say that there's a 99.9% likelihood that James Gunn's wife will also be coming back.
Yeah. I bet when they bring her back, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they give her some kind of an upgrade. Like she comes in as a different character, probably one with superpowers. I really like the guy from Peacemaker that turned out to be an alien. I'm not going to say which character that was, but that guy was kind of mesmerizing.
Oh, I'm telling you, she's going to be Wonder Woman. But I mean, if I can editorialize for a second,
Sure.
it is a little frustrating because, the way they treated Henry Cavill, and I'm a huge Henry Cavill fan, I thought they did him pretty dirty. So when they take these sort of baby steps backwards and say, oh yeah, but we're also going to include this person, and we're going to include this person, but they might be an alternate universe version, it just muddies the water. And I think it sort of, you've already lost a bit of goodwill, and it's not helping your cause.
You know who I really want to see Henry Cavill play? Gladiator, the Shi'ar Superman.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd see him come in and wreck the X-Men or maybe even the Avengers. That would be amazing. It might be a little too meta, though. But in the meantime, we want to say thank you to everyone who has tuned in to this episode of That Park Place. If you like what we're doing here, please consider hitting the like button, subscribe, and if you really like us, share it out on social medias. Follow us on social medias at the handles above, or also at Tommy Tables. Actually, I think you're at Tawny Tables still.
Yeah, I got to change that. There actually is another Tommy Tables, so I might have to get Elon to ban him.
You saying there's a counterfeit manufacturer of tables out there?
Apparently there
He's
is.
the table that should be on fire. Not that we're condoning violence. Stay tuned tomorrow for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com for all the news that should be fun. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.